said it before, and I'll say it again. It's no but a...
Diabolical liberty. I know, love. We heard you the first time, and the second.
And the third.
They won't notify him. If we pay us paper bill, we've a right to expect a morning paper through that letterbox every morning.
Yes, love.
Not just when the paper lad feels in the mood, but every morning through that letterbox.
Lucille, love.
Yes.
Will you pop in Walsh's on your way to the bus stop?
Right.
Tell them that Mr. Walker's paper hasn't arrived this morning, will you, love? And if they fail to appreciate the full gravity of the situation, will you explain to them, very politely, that they don't have to live with the raging Hottentot every breakfast time?
Who's a raging Hottentot?
Well, it certainly isn't Lucille.
I'm sure it's not Mrs. Walker. Hey, he is a bit dozy, though, isn't he, that paper lad?
Dozy? He's no but a flippin'...
Do you know who he reminds me of, in a way, in the features, Jack? The middle one.
Middle one who?
Oh, long before your time, love. Jack, what was the name of the middle one?
The middle who?
You know, what's his name? We three in happy Rome, working for the BBC, Ramsbottom, the middle one, and me.
I don't think I'm quite with you.
Oh, you know, Sunday during the war, every Sunday night, 7:30 to 8:30. They were a well-known term.
Oh, so was Rommel. I was busy with him. Hey, I haven't finished yet. I want to mop my egg up.
Oh, I won't rest till I remember it. It'll be nagging at me all day. Working for the
Hey,
BBC.
Mrs. Walker, do you think you could finish clearing up? Because I've got to go to Walsh's. I'm going to be late if I don't go soon.
Annie, love. Lucille's talking to you.
Enoch.
You what?
Ramsbottom and Enoch and me.
Good. Can I have my plate back?
Oh, sorry, love. What were you saying, dear?
Just thought I'd better get going, you know.
Yes, you'd better leave a minute or two, too, love, if you're going to call in Walsh's on your way.
Just what I've been saying.
Take no notice, love. She's as bad as a paper lad.
What time will you be home now, love?
Oh, usual time with no rehearsals.
Oh, good, as long as I know. Actually, Lucille, Mr. Walker's been a little bit concerned about this play of yours.
Am I?
Well, you see, love, it is GCE this year. We don't want you to neglect your studies, do we?
Oh, we're doing this play in English any road at the moment, so it's like doing my homework at the same time.
Oh, well, I suppose it is, yes. Feel happier now, love?
Oh, ecstatic. Chuffed a little mint balls.
Right, see you tonight then.
Bye-bye, love.
Ta-ra, love. So, Mr. Walker's been very concerned, has he? Mr. Walker hasn't even opened his mouth. You always have to make me out the villain, haven't you?
Now, love, it has so much more authority coming from you. You're the man, you know.
Come,
Oh, and Jack, do leave some willow pattern on, love. I don't want to go traipsing round the market looking for oddments.
Hello, can I come in?
Morning, Mrs. Adamson. You're an early bird today, aren't you?
Aye, well, I want to get done for when Sam gets home, do you see?
I see.
I want to be waiting for him when he lands in for his dinner.
You're not going to fetch it round here for him today, then?
Mood I'm in, Mr. Walker. I'm more likely to fetch it round his ear hole. I'll just get my bucket and make a start.
Jack, there's going to be trouble there. I can feel it in my bones. There'll be murder in that household today.
Annie, love, you live on the street. Just you show me one household on Coronation Street where there isn't.
I wish you'd stop doing that.
What, Chuck?
Looking happy. It's very unnerving first thing in the morning. I've not been brought up to it.
Oh, you don't know when you're well off. I might burst into song at any moment.
Aye, well, just control yourself till I'm out at road, if you don't mind. Could do untold psychological damage, couldn't that? It could scar me for life.
Oh, by crikey, this is the life, isn't it? Lying in bed till 9 o'clock, 1,000 cups of tea, no work to go to.
Oh, you speak for yourself.
Oh, I always wondered what my vocation was, you know, what I was cut out to be, and I decided it's a lady of leisure. It's me calling, like.
Why didn't you send me down the pit at birth, and you could have been doing this for years?
Are you begrudging me my first day of freedom?
Luke, when I come home after 3 hours hard grafting, will there be out for me to eat, or is that too much to ask for?
Does it entail me getting out of this chair?
Yes. Only as far as the flipping gas stove.
Oh, well, yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, it's too much to hope for.
You go funny, you know, sitting there all day. Your mind will start crumbling.
I'll risk it.
Can't just sit there. You'll get mouldy.
Oh, what is your 5 o'clock? The Kiss programme comes on television at 5 o'clock. Go on, love. Get off to work and get some bread run, will you?
You'll get fat.
I beg your pardon.
You're getting no exercise.
What do you think this is? No, go on, love. Don't be late. I should hate you to be late and get the sack. You know, it's enough to have one on the dole in this house.
It's all a load of old codswallop, you know.
What is?
Thinking you'll enjoy it. Faffing about like Cleopatra all day. Nobody likes doing nothing.
You enjoyed it for long enough.
And if it's fish and chips from Jackson's, I shall very likely drive you up the wall that quick you'll be glad to get a job. I'll have snakes, monkeys in the sink, girls. There'll be that many girls here you won't be able to move for them. Good morning.
Aye, you're right.
Hey?
Yeah, well, you do get lazy sitting about like this. Hang on a minute while I get my coat.
Where you going?
Out.
What, to get a job?
Certainly not. I'm going to scrounge my morning cup of tea. Good morning.
It's a very interesting part of the world, you know, Iceland.
Why?
Well, the way Norman sets it out here, it is. He's a lovely letter writer, he always was.
Do you know, it looks horrible, this mug, doesn't it? Delicious steak and kidney pie with selected herbs and piquant mushroom gravy. Ooh, the picture alone turns my stomach over.
It's not like you'd think it is, you know, Iceland.
No.
No, it's not all ice and snow and that sort of thing. Do you know they've got towns like we have, and buildings and all that sort of thing?
Do you know, I don't know how you can face a plate of this stuff. I don't, honest.
Oh, you? Oh, it doesn't look very appetising, does it?
You like it?
I've never even tasted it.
You love it. You're always telling the customers that you had it for your dinner and how gorgeous it was.
So would you if you got 4 dozen tins to get rid of. No, Norman's in the capital, you know, Reykjavik they call it.
Yes, I know.
You know?
I met this lad from Liverpool on Saturday night at the Plaza. He said that Liverpool played him at football or something. Hey, do you know, once he had a right punch up behind the goals with an Everton supporter, this lad.
You know, the people, they look just like we do. In case you thought they were Eskimos or something like that.
Hey, what are you playing at?
You are.
Did you or did you not invite me round for morning coffee?
Oh, coming right up, madam. I'll just go and put the milk on.
Oh, do us a favour.
What's up with you?
Oh, it's that word. It turns my stomach over.
What, coffee?
No milk. Shouting and bawling all night long, they was.
Who was?
My mum and that funny fella she married. 1 o'clock in the morning, blackguarding each other, something rotten they was. She finished up hitting him with the bolster.
Oh, this is because she took his tea in the Rovers. Dennis told me about
Yes,
it.
that was just round one. No, you see, he's half a dozen buckles of milk short every week while my mum thinks that he's treating somebody.
Oh.
And that's what she'd like to know.
Oh, you mean she thinks that he might have it?
What, peroxide blonde or something like that? She thinks so.
What do you think?
I couldn't care less, as long as I get my beauty sleep. Mind you, if he has, I'll crown him with the bedstead, never mind the bolster.
Oh, it's not like that. Is he, Emma?
Oh, he thinks he is. He kids himself he's a right lady killer, you know. So does me mum. I try to tell her every other woman in the world would rather have a bacon butter, but it just doesn't sink in.
Oh, he's all taught your dad. He's not a woman chaser.
Oh, aye? And what about them bottles of milk, then?
Perhaps he's just got in a mix-up with his adding up.
What, 6 buckles a week for 5 weeks?
There's some fellas you can trust and there's some as you can't.
Listen, fellas are fellas, full stop.
Oh, I'm right, aren't I, Elsie? You can tell it wrong and a mile off.
Yeah, I suppose you can.
Now, look, take somebody we know. Anybody we know.
No,
Randy.
Lowrie, darling, if we're going to pull people to pieces, let's do it with a mouthful of biscuits and coffee, eh? And as a token of respect, no milk.
Russia! Well, take it gently, will you, mate? Your gaffer's trying to concentrate.
Sorry, Mr. Fairclough, but they've stopped making hammers in cotton wool, you know.
Hey, Len, it's better for him to make a bit of noise, you know. Twist. You carry on, lad. Just loud enough so as Annie can hear you. Twist another. You know, she doesn't trust me as far as she can throw me. I don't know why. I'll stick.
3
18.
Good. Oh, do you want another?
Oh, go on, it's only money.
Yeah, but you don't say that when you get his bill.
You what?
Well, it's a bit flipping hardish, isn't it? As you paid Mr. Fairclough to mend his water pipes, your water pipes, I mean, And all he's doing is sitting there playing Pontoon and taking more money off you.
That's all right, lad. There's method in my madness. The more I keep him amused, the more chance I've got of getting it wholesale.
Oh, I suppose that's different.
Good.
Threepence.
Mind you, it's the principle of the thing, really, isn't it?
What is?
Well, I mean, work's supposed to be good for the soul.
Russian. Did you ever hear of the Malta convoys?
Oh, in what?
Were you ever on one?
Well, how could I have been? I wasn't even born then.
Well, put your one down and listen to a fella who was. For 3 weeks I was lifting shells. Dirty great shells. Dirty great black things like that. Morning, noon and night, not stopping all that time. Of course, I was a bit slimmer then.
Oh, well, I mean, that were different. It was in war.
And to help me lift these shells a bit quicker, as a sort of incentive, you see, they had Messerschmitts up there, they had U-boats underneath, and they had half the Jerry fleet right round me.
Ah, millions of them.
Yeah, and all of them with their eye on me.
Well, I still on that to see what that's got to do with you sat on your...
You know, when I lifted that last shell, you know what I thought to myself?
Now, watch your language, Len. You never know where she's creeping.
No, go on.
Well, you see, it was like this. I said to myself, Len, lad, if ever you get out of this in one piece, promise me one thing. Just promise me that you'll spend the rest of your life sitting on your backside playing Pontoon.
Pontoon, no, Peter. Likely.
20, you pay me.
Oh, right. Well, that's it then. Jack it in. And I want him beaten.
What are you packing in, then?
Aye, well, I mean, he only gives me dirty looks if I don't, you know. Come on, give us that hammer, mate.
Oh, with pleasure.
See you.
Here, good girl, just in time. Yours, I fancy.
Oh, tar.
Oh, you've only got 2 there.
I know. One for each British workman.
Well, what about me, then?
Jack,
Hello?
I thought you were getting the crate of pail.
I am, love.
Oh, my mistake. After the first half hour, I decided you were growing the hop.
Not for me, I'm not stopping, love.
And will you put the bitter on? Mr. Ogden's arrived.
What did she say?
She said Mr.
I heard
Ogden's...
what she said. Here, cop hold of that.
Hey, now, hang on, love. He's been working here, you know.
Working? That's not what they call it where I come from. And I bet his fancy woman doesn't neither.
I'll have a pint, Mrs. Walker.
Pint, yes, Mr. Ogden.
What mood's she in?
Mood? Well, actually, I haven't really seen very much of her. Very much the same, I think. It's the day for polishing the select, you see.
Is she happy, like? I mean, is she sort of laughing and joking, like?
Well, she's rather on the quiet side.
So she's let you come home then, has she?
Oh, hello, love.
Or has she got an eye on the coal man this morning?
Mrs.
Or
Ogden,
has she kicked you out before her husband walks in?
Look, let's have no more of this tantrum. I mean, I got 2 hours sleep last night, you know
Well,
that.
you can count your blessings, lad, because you'll be sleeping in the backyard tonight unless you give me this woman's name and address.
Mrs. Walker, will you talk to her? There is no woman.
Good, I've caught you. No wonder you're giving stuff away.
What do you mean, Mr. Tatler?
Look, Albert, I'm busy at the... I'll see you
I know,
outside,
but
lad, outside.
it's all running at back and it's running up my armhole as well.
Will you belt up? Belt?
Did you give Mr. Tatlock that jersey?
No, well...
Yes, he did yesterday. And all stitches are running at back and up my armhole. Not that I'm not grateful,
And
mind.
who gave it to you?
No one.
I see. Where did you get it then, Stanley?
Where did they get it then?
Where did you get it?
The pullover, like.
The pullover, like. And I don't want no lies.
Oh, no, quite right, love. Would you mind repeating the question?
Russia. 2 minutes silence.
Can't blame Mr. Tatlock. I mean, he didn't know he'd land here in it, did he?
Blame him. I'll screw his neck round. I'll get hold of him.
Unless she screws your neck round first, mate.
I told him to keep his trap shut. I told him to say no.
Stan!
What?
And he says, would you mind getting out that cellar? No, as you were, correction. Not would you mind? Just get out.
I'm staying put.
You can't stay, mate. She'll have the place surrounded. She'll have loudspeakers out, loud ailers, oh, the lot. You'll never have a chance when she gets the tear gas under the door.
Hey, you could always done London Flagstones and come up in Viaduct Street.
That's right, the Count of Monte Carlo. Hey, but watch that grid. You'll come out like chips.
I'm not laughing.
Mr. Ogden!
I've told him once, Annie.
Oh, he's probably tapping the barrel. Mr. Ogden!
Is that Hilda still there?
No, she's gone home.
Has she, Jack?
Aye, 5 minutes since.
What am I going to tell her, then?
Tell her the truth, you fruity monkey.
No, it's not like that. It's all above board.
I know it is. All right, tell her. Don't tell me. Good luck for it, mate. We'll be thinking about you.
Thanks, lad.
Oh, it's been nice knowing you, Mr. Ogden.
And you, lad.
Hey, Stan. What? I've just been thinking, if the worst comes to the worst, I mean, you haven't made a will out like that, will you? You won't be needing your season ticket for county.
Well, you've got one.
Oh, yeah, no, I have. I was thinking of giving yours to Albert.
Anybody home? Well, Lady Muck in action. What's it like being one of the idle rich?
Wow, what are you doing here? Don't tell me they had to close down just because I left.
It's me half day. Don't tell me you've forgotten already. There was a time when you knew everybody's half days be out. Do I get to sit down?
Oh, I'm sorry, love. Take a pew. Well?
Well, what?
Oh, did they miss me?
Not so you'd notice. Oh, do I get a chocolate?
Well, what did they say when they knew I'd left?
Oh.
Oh. I mean, are they managing all right without me?
Yes, smashing. Hey, don't I get a cup of tea?
You'll get a clap round the ear all the way you're going on.
It's all right, I'm only acting the goat. Everyone says they're very sorry and they miss you very much. Well, except Mrs. Dumbarton. I've never seen her so happy since that time you nearly got the sack over Christine Hardman. She's all smiles.
Oh, don't. It's frightening.
Oh, it is funny, you know, going into the toilet and no Elsie there having a crafty fag. Hey, if I know you, I bet you've been sat there since this morning in that chair, haven't you?
Is that your opinion of me after all these years?
Yeah.
You're dead right. No, I've done a bit of cleaning to ease my conscience. You know, I've cleaned corners of this house I've never seen before.
How'd you do?
What are you doing, Holmes?
We all have as lunch hour, you know. All them as works for a living. Of course, it's a condition of employment, but you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I haven't got anything for you.
No, well, I've had something else in town, so...
What did you come on for, you daft ape? I thought it was aggravating.
Hello, Dennis.
How'd you do? This is what I've come home
Oh,
for.
we're going to write some letters.
Not me, you. There's your pad. Here's your pen. Now, here we are. Situation's vacant. There's everything here from capstan lathe operators to atomic scientists. Think big.
A pub cellar? Oh, that's the last place to chase me dad down. You'll never see him again.
Well, that'll be too soon for me.
No, you know you don't mean it. Hey, Mum, do you want that spud?
Ought to be ashamed of himself. It's ever since he grew that tash. Errol Flynn II. Oh, no.
Now, listen, you haven't got no proof, have you? I mean, you don't know for certain.
Proof? What's that flipping pullover, then? I'm blooming sure he's not carrying on with a knitting machine.
Oh, I'm going to work out of the road, then.
You can stop creeping down that lobby. I know it's you.
It's only Emma.
Oh, well, you can try again. You're back to loser that time.
Well, tell her put it down, then.
What?
What she's got to whip me with.
He's got you well weighed up, hasn't he?
Hello, love. I bought you a bag of crisps.
Right. Who is she?
Who's who?
That's it. Mental cruelty. If you've got aught else to say, you can say it to a solicitor. I don't wish to discuss the matter any further.
Oh, good. I thought it was going to be done out my stock for the minute.
Who is she?
Oh, Mum, for crying out loud.
Tell him. Your mother wants to know who she is.
My mother wants to know who she is.
Well, I'll tell you whether your father wants to know he's going to get his dinner.
My father wants to know.
Give me that
he's gonna get his
Look,
dinner.
listen, look, have I ever carried on? All the years you've known me, have I?
VJ night, Albert Square. Lifting that wren down off Gladstone's statue.
It weren't a wren, it was a waff, and I was only being a gentleman. She'd fainted.
I'm not surprised. You just chased her all the way from Salford bus station. Whit Monday, 1953, Blackpool prom. Gypsy flippin' Lee. All gold earrings and teeth to match.
Well, she had to hold me hand. It was a job.
Christmas Eve, year before
Bell talk,
last.
get your dinner.
Oh, I had forgotten about that one.
Ah, well, I bet that bus conductress hasn't, poor kid. Do you know, I can still see the sky where she winged you with her handbag.
Well, it was Christmas.
Ah, it's Christmas all the year round with you.
Well, prepare yourself for a shock.
Why?
Because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Well, that's a barefaced lie for a start.
You can't win, can you?
Jack?
Watch where you're treading, love. Len's left his tool bag down there.
Jack, this is your handwriting, isn't it?
What's that?
This number on this telephone pad, Manley Park, 2329.
Oh, aye.
It is your writing, then?
Aye, oh, it's nothing. Just somebody that rang up, that's all. No one in particular.
But it must be someone in particular, Jack.
Eh? Oh, aye.
There's something going on, isn't there? I can tell by your face.
Well, I can't help that. It's the only one I've got. Now, wind your back, will you?
Jack, I'm being extremely patient. I want to know whose number this... Don't tell me they've been playing cards in working hours.
Who's that?
Len Fairclough and Jerry?
Oh, no, I shouldn't think so. Happenstand dropped it when he was on the run.
Oh. It's one of Lucille's friends, then, is it?
Oh.
Oh, Jack, for goodness sake, Manley Park 2329.
Aye, she has to ring him back.
Him?
Oh, no, I meant her.
Ah. Now, Jack, Lucille's boyfriends are our responsibility. Not that I would raise any objections, of course. I mean, the girl is perfectly free to choose whom she likes. She has my full blessing.
Oh, well, in that case, his name's Roger. Roger Wain. She has to ring him back as soon as she can. It's somewhat about a concert.
A concert? I see.
Oh, what do you see?
She'll have to break it off. He's a modern rocker.
Make up your mind. He can't be both.
Oh, well, very well then, but he's one or the other.
Hey, now, honey, how do you know?
How do I know? How do I know? I'll tell you how I know. You go out on that street and take a walk. If you can find me one decent boy, you can bring him back here and I'll adopt him.
You're tarring them all with the same brush.
Yes, well, this one is already tarred. Not 2 hours ago, I asked that girl, not 2 hours ago, I asked her if she would care to bring one of her friends home to tea. Oh, you should have seen the look on her face. No, I'm afraid not, she said. They haven't any free time. Free time, indeed. Oh, I bet that Roger spends his free time combing his hair. No, I'm sorry, Jack. He's a mod.
Aye. Or a rocker.
Or a rocker.
He's dead dreamy.
Well, why aren't you seeing him tonight, then?
I only see him when we have rehearsals. He didn't school play.
What's he
like?
Oh, he's just dead dreamy.
I mean, what does he look like?
Gorgeous. Well, that tells us a lot, doesn't it?
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Any road, he looks gorgeous when he doesn't look gorgeous, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Don't worry, I'll come to you one day.
Cupid, you forgot your own books.
Oh, Tam.
I'm not putting the letter. Hello.
Hello, ladies. What can I do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Oh, yes, you can. 2 threepenny stamps for these, please.
Oh, all right, so I've written them. I might as well go the old hog.
Well, are they?
She's written after a couple of jobs.
Already? Are there going to be no more morning coffees?
Oh, I shouldn't worry about that, Florrie. It might not come off with a bit of luck. It's just our Dennis, you see, is putting his foot down. Which reminds me, I want something for his tea. I'll have one of those steak and kidney pies.
What, with the piquant mushroom gravy?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, oh, aye, that one. Do you know, it's lovely, this, because I had one for my dinner and it tasted beautiful.
Who you kidding, Irma? It's revolting.
Oh, what do you want it for, then?
Me? I don't want it. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. It's for our Dennis.
Oh, well, see, that's going a bit too far. I know you needle, but that's taking revenge too far.
Not revenge. He loves them.
Hey, he's the only one I've ever heard of.
Ah, well, I told you he was a bit of a tatter, didn't I?
Right, try.
Well, go on, then. What did you tell her?
Don't talk to me, I've disowned you.
Oh, now, fair's fair. The lad has apologized.
No, the least you could do is accept it. I wouldn't lower myself. Least you can do is take that flaming Gansey off.
Oh, well, I forgot that you weren't supposed to know about it. And when it started running, I saw red.
Hey, well, what did you tell him finish, then?
I told her the truth.
Never.
What do you mean, never? I've naught to be ashamed of.
And what did she do?
Hit me with sauce bottle. Didn't believe me.
Women always believe the truth, Mr. Ogden. They can't help it. It's automatic.
But it was the truth.
All right, tell us, then.
Huh? Oh. Well, it was Chapel Street last Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
I'd parked me with my truck while I was doing my milk, you see.
Well?
And when I come back, there was the pullover. On my seat.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just-
Cross me heart.
Just as if it had dropped from heaven, like.
No. It's about this old woman I told you about, this old-age pensioner. She lives at number 41.
With the silver threads among the gold.
That's right, aye. And glasses. Glasses. You don't believe me, do you?
Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Ogden.
Then,
Yeah, of course we do.
Albert?
Aye, if you say so.
Well, that's what happened.
Well, nobody said it didn't.
Well, what are you grinning at then? Who's grinning?
No, I think it were very good. Mind you, not as good as if you'd said you'd knitted it yourself.
You was a fine chap, will you?
Oh, I thought your phone starting to ring.
No, love, it was me putting the phone down. I've just been making a telephone call. Mr. Walker give you the message, love? Something about ringing up somebody or other?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Roger?
Yeah.
He's a nice boy, I suppose, is he, Lucille? Someone Mr. Walker and I would like.
Oh, he's all right.
Oh, well, we shall soon see for ourselves.
Pardon?
That's who I just rang up, dear.
Roger.
I've invited him to tea on Saturday.